Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today I have a message, something that like an epiphany that I had, and I thought this is a good message to be sharing with all of you because you never know, you might be experiencing this as well. I think that we all are experiencing in one way or another limiting beliefs or thought patterns that are so programmed deeply inside of us that we don't even realize that they're there. And of course, we're experiencing and seeing this around us constantly, especially in these last 8 months, and everybody has their own experience. And we really have to, as best as we can, honor what each and every person is going through around us that we physically are around, because sometimes it's difficult, and in different situations it makes it just that much more difficult to go through the situation when you don't feel in alignment with that person's beliefs or thought patterns, so it makes it a little challenging. And on top of that, if you have children, watching the children go through their own stuff, whether it's the school closing or the school telling them they have to stay home and quarantine healthy for 2 weeks, or their sport is just done, canceled, and there's no warning, there's no emotional, like, setting them up for their emotions. They just have to accept it. There's a lot of acceptance that is going on that in some instances makes no logical sense. And so here's the story. The other day, I was eating oatmeal for breakfast, and oatmeal is supposed to be very good for you. What I had was low glycemic, had no added sugars, and is gluten-free. And that is something that's supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to be good for lowering cholesterol. It's supposed to be all these good things for you. So I was eating it. And a couple of hours later, my daughter and I went to the store, and I'm in the store. There were a lot of people there, so I'm sure that's a part of it because I feel a lot of energy. But the other part of it is that I started to feel shaky. And I said to her, we have to go right home. I have to eat some sort of protein or something. I have to make myself feel better. I did not like the way I felt at all. And so we came home, I ate a salad, and I had like healthy fats in there. I had protein in there, and I felt a world better. And I was thinking about it today, and I was asking a friend who is in the nutrition field, why do you think that happens? And she reminded me something that I already knew. She reminded me that even though it was gluten-free, it had no added sugars, it still is creating, it's a carb, and it turns into sugar, and that's why you crash. And I get the same way with protein shakes. Protein shakes, whether it's pea protein, which is also a carb, at the end of the day, you need to add a healthy fat, especially when you're someone who is starting to learn more about their body like I am, what works and what doesn't work. You have to add that healthy fat in order to feel better. So why am I telling you the story? Because as I'm sitting there thinking about it, I already knew this, but I have been so, over the years, the programming, the belief pattern of thinking that all you should eat is a protein shake, or all you should have is oatmeal, and you should be, that's fine for you. It's not always the case. And in every single situation, every single individual is different. And it's more about learning what works for your body. And so it's all about learning and relearning things that maybe you were taught. So I'm 46, years and years of this, protein shakes is supposed to be good for you. But it's, first of all, not good for everybody. And second of all, you need that healthy fat inside that protein shake. So from going through that experience, I realized, wow, this is really happening across the board in all areas for all people. Even though we know something, because of that way of being or that way of learned behavior unconsciously over the years, that always seems to be the louder voice than what we really know. That gets shoved down and we don't remember it because we're not hearing it as much. So what this message is sharing today for anyone that is watching it is this. We all have learned behaviors. We all have unconscious beliefs. We all have programming, whether we picked it up along our journey, whether we watch a lot of TV and allow it to sink into our being, you don't realize how much the programming is really getting inside of you and getting into your thoughts and getting into your mind and getting into how your beliefs are shaped. So what I'm encouraging you today to do is take time often to reflect, to think and contemplate, to try to make space so that you can come up with these epiphanies like I did today as it happens. I already knew this stuff, but I forgot because it's not something that is daily in my face. What is daily in my face is doing the oatmeal, doing the protein shake, and thinking that that is what's best for me. But for me, it's not. And for most, it's not, because what happens is you have this crash because it turns into a carb. It turns into a sugar. So I hope that this message today gives you some sort of insight in understanding that we're all experiencing this right now in one way or another. And if you can take the time for yourself to go within and reflect, it will help in going forward on this journey. I wish you a great day. Bye-bye.